All right, so we're gonna make a smoothie today. So we got baby spinach, dark cherries, blueberries, cranberries, pineapple, cayenne pepper, ground cinnamon, hemp seeds, banana peanut butter, and oat milk. So let's get started. So, and then I'm using a Vitamix commercial grade, the quiet one. Already got one set up to blend over here for us, but we're talking portion size here. So basically how I scope all of this out, I usually will pour in a bit of the hemp seeds. You can put chia seeds and stuff in here as well. This would be a good, probably a good bit there. Some ground cinnamon, just a good couple of shakes of ground cinnamon in there. And this is mainly just for flavor, nutrient. A little bit of the cayenne pepper in here too. So, and this one's more to taste with how you feel like you want, how much of a bite you want. So a whole can of fresh or canned pineapple in juice, not fresh. If you have fresh pineapple, go for it. This is the easy cheat here for that. Just to get all that in there. Then always close your lids safely. I have sliced my thumbs open plenty of times trying to close that out. Then immediately throw them out in the trash. Alright, then we are going to, now my poor baby spinach is pretty wilted. It has been in the freezer for a while, so we're gonna do a healthy amount of this. I mean, why not? Let's just put all the baby spinach in here. More the better, right? More spinach the better. And this isn't a bad thing. So we need greens. And I don't like eating them in salads, so this is how I will work through that little problem. Throw the lids back over here, and then dark cherries. Let's go cranberries first because these like to run away a little bit. Basically, again, everything's really just to taste, and also the amount of size of blender you've got is pretty big deal with that as well. Some people don't have a big blender, so it makes it difficult to put a lot of stuff in there. Dark cherries, kind of wiggle them around. Mine have all been frozen separately into these food storage containers just to make my life easier in my freezer. Just for reference, this is what my freezer looks like. I got all my food separated into that so I can stash more better. There's the door. Cool. Alright, then I need to also do the bananas here real quick. So, banana peanut butter, this is what that looks like chunks of peanut butter, chunks of bananas. Probably a little bit in there too. And again, depending on how much storage you got in your blender, is where that's going to go. And then this is the oat milk that I've got one other brand that I usually like to use. This is like my second choice, but this one's got a little bit more sugar in it, which again won't be too bad, but I like the extra creamy is good too. And then on the side, we're filling up to, you can see that top line right here. I know it's really hard to see. Max line right there. That's what we're shooting for. We really overfilled this blender a little bit, so it's probably going to burp in the blender a little bit, but that's okay. There we go, about to there. Alright, then that gets us there, and now we have a ton of smoothies for, oh, and this amount where I've overfilled compared to this one that is just slightly overfilled, that slightly overfilled one should get about 4 of these. What is that? 1 cup, 1.5 cups, 2 cups of filled to the top mason jars. So it should fill about 4.5 of those. This full one will probably fill 5 or 6 of those. So let's see on the back end of it, and we'll start blending. In here, see, with 23%. This one doesn't have any greens in. This one's got a little bit of green, so I'll usually throw that up to where it's kind of riding that line a little bit. And if you really want to leak it a little bit, there's a whole other video on how to clean this thing, but I'll usually do 2 or 3 runs of this just because I don't like any. I like them smooth. I like the blending smooth. Okay. And so we're leaking a little bit, so let's go over to the sink, pull the lid off, and then go over to our mason jars. Okay, well, you get 3 and a little over a half out of that slightly overfilled blender. So, not bad, and it tastes pretty darn good.